Yeah, hi. Alrighty, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night Raw Smackdown review. I thought Smackdown was supposed to be the better show, you know. Honestly, this Smackdown was bad. Okay, really a boring show. Fucking boring. Even though, sure, you're progressing the Bloodline storyline, it just like without Roman just came back. Now next you got Roman Reigns returns. It's like again, it's like so dragged down, saying Roman Reigns returns and say every time Roman Reigns returns and like he just came back. I thought they said that he was going to be on the show. So basically, they clickbaited. They basically falsely advertised Roman Reigns being on the show. Then, if that was the case. I don't know. Whatever. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even care. Like the show in general, besides the Bloodline stuff, but it wasn't even like that great. Without Roman being there, like it would have been so intriguing for Roman to be on the show to help advance the storyline with the Bloodline. The Bloodline dissension. What's going on with Jimmy and Jey Uso with the Bloodline. But other than that, man, the show was pretty lame, pretty boring. I'm just like, fuck. Like, last week, SmackDown proved why, that segment with the Bloodline, that last 30 minutes of SmackDown proved, that was, again, the best thing on SmackDown in a long time. Because the story, and just, not just that, just, you had a wrestler there. You had, intriguing wrestlers. Not saying, the Bloodline in general are not intriguing because of the story. It's just my God, lack of a star like Roman, who like it or not is one of the only top stars they have on SmackDown or in general in WWE currently, and now he's not there. Great, he's not fucking there, and this show just suffered a lot. Literally compared this show to last week. Last week up until the last 30 minutes of SmackDown was fucking terrible, and this was literally equivalent to that SmackDown. Come on. I don't know. Grab your Coca-Cola, drink my music, 5 minutes, bitches go, oh shit, this show was fucking terrible. I need this cold one to keep me up, man. Because this show was not magnificent to get bitches on big black couch, make them go, oh shit, alright? Oh shit, cheers, motherfuckers. I need more. Yeah, that was not good. That was not a good show. Well, okay, so the show started with Paul Heyman and Solo. They did have a recap of SmackDown and whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. Okay. Then Paul Heyman was on. Let's talk about it. Come on. I don't even think this is gonna be a long review because this show was not really that good, man. Started with Solo and Heyman. So on a second, Heyman. What did Heyman say? So I started with Paul Heyman Solo. Then Jey Uso interrupts. He wants to know, how could Solo attack their own brother? How could you attack our own brother Jimmy Uso last week? And Paul Heyman says, this is all Jimmy's fault for betraying Roman first. And that Jimmy's jealous because Roman wants to groom Jey into our next tribal chief. And Paul says that tonight, that will start with, and will now no longer be the Usos. There will no longer be tag team gold. Instead, Jey Uso will start his path to become the tribal chief by facing the Austin Theory for the United States title. I mean, again, wasn't fucking Solo. Unless the big reveal is gonna be Solo being the next tribal chief, then whatever. Paul says it will start tonight. Him being groomed the next tribal chief. He'll face Austin Theory tonight to win the United States title. It's okay. Maybe that, wow, for once, there's actually an intriguement for the mid-card title, There's intriguement for the United States title, and then, with Jay, sure. That's a little intriguement. So, I give it that. It's just, really, against Austin Theory, it just made me want to see Jey Uso win the title, because, again, Austin Theory's a boring fucking champion, I'm sorry, he is. He's fucking awful. He's awful, and he's gay. Whatever. He asks if Jey accepts. Jey says he accepts the title match and will go and he would get back to him on the rest. And then it's official for the main event. I don't know. It's like whatever. Santos Escobar defeats Mustafa Ali to qualify for the Money in the Bank. I mean, this was really kind of like a waste of time. I don't know. And this was like a babyface versus somewhat babyface match, or I don't even know if what Mustafa Ali is supposed to be. The match should have just been shorter than it needed to be, but whatever. So yeah, that happened. Then we were introduced to Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. You know, they're the NXT Women's Tag Champs, and then Ronda Rousey and Shayna comes out interrupting them, like, right as soon as they were going to talk. And for some reason, like, they're talking about, oh, you know, they're the Women's Tag Champs, like, what was the history about it, blah, blah, blah. First of all, Ronda Rousey did look hot tonight. She's invited my big black couch. I'll make her go, oh shit. You know, she had her hair loosed and whatever, and she was wearing leather. That's, you know, that's quality woman right there. That's good stuff. But aside from that, I mean, she definitely looks like a woman that fucking Shayna Baszler. Like, holy shit. I mean, don't be wrong. Fucking, what's her name? Isla Dawn is fucking hot as fuck, too. She's invited on my big black couch. Even, like, maybe fucking, what's her name? Alba Fire. You know? So, but it's just that in the end of the day, like, why should I care about this? Like, there's no story or whatever. And plus, like, wow. This was such a... This is one of the worst ways to lead to a unification match. So, we're actually going to get these titles unified, even though, like, why? Like, oh, listen, I don't care for the women's tag titles. I don't. Not that... and I don't care for the women's NXT, where... I don't care for women's goddamn wrestling. If you've been watching my channel, I don't give a shit about women's goddamn wrestling. It's not a draw. No one fucking cares besides marks and simps. You know, they pretend to care about women's goddamn wrestling because they're just trying to get laid and appease to feminists and whatever. And not just that, like, you know, let's be honest, a lot of these women are not even that good of wrestlers. They're really not. And they're not attractive. And again, let's be honest here, no one cares about women's goddamn wrestling besides their hotness. And for all you people like, how could you not care about women's goddamn wrestling? Yeah, y'all act like fucking simps for like Sasha Banks and Bayley, talking about their asses and whatever, when their asses not even like they're not even attracted themselves, you know. But you bash like bitches like Alexa Bliss and whatever. I don't fucking know. But again, this was one of the worst. So they decide, oh, why don't we have a unification match? It's like, wow, so you're doing a unification for these titles? Like, again, I don't give a shit about NXT, and I don't give a shit about the tag titles, whatever, but, like, out of all the titles, like, this is what you're going to unify? Like, so that means you're going to do this bullshit where you're trying to make NXT equal? You're really do some bullshit where NXT is equal? That, oh, NXT is going to, you know, going to have the tag titles defended on not just on Raw and SmackDown, but on NXT? You really do that stupid bullshit? Like, NXT should not be, again, it's not a third brand. There's rumors about they're going to try to make it like a third brand again. When it shouldn't be. It's fucking stupid. Like, that's what they're kind of doing with Baron Corbin. Fucking, what else? Mustafa Ali and even fucking Braun Breaker now challenging Rollins, which, again, it makes no sense in my opinion. Like, why not go to the main roster and challenge? You know, come on. Like, the fucking, if you're gonna have the, again, this is the stupidest thing. Like, if you're gonna bring women from NXT, if you're gonna, like, they're the tag champs, have them vacate the titles. You know, vacate the titles. They're their main roster. It should be like a new beginning. Introduce the characters and shit like that. And I don't know. They should have been introduced like this hot fucking group. You know? Hot firing group. You know? Oh, the guy like, oh, they're dark, mysterious. Like, who gives a shit? But yeah. Out of all the titles, you're unifying this title, but you're not going to unify the women's titles. Because, okay, like, if you're going to do this, do we really need also 2 women's titles on both Raw and SmackDown? Again, I understand they fucking did this bullshit where they could have 2 different world titles. I'm pretty sure the only reason why they did that because Smarks are complaining that, oh, why isn't Roman on both shows and blah, 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 you know. Which, again, it is WWE's fault. But in my opinion, there shouldn't even be 2 world titles. And again, there shouldn't even be two women's titles. Because, like, let's be honest here, no one cares much about women's goddamn wrestling besides these smarts and sims. There's no really need for two women's titles. Not everyone needs to be a world fucking champion or women's champion. The best of the best should be the champion, right? But not just that, like, the division's not even that good anyways. Like, who really cares about a lot of these women? And not just that, like, why do you need to have this bullshit? Again, especially, like, I guess they're trying to change that because, again, we did have a new women's title to change the name of the Raw women's title. They're trying to fix the problem or whatever of the whole name brand titles, which I'm happy they're doing. Again, it's stupid they're doing, like, Raw women's title, SmackDown women's title. Like, why the fuck didn't they think about this before? And I hate the whole bullshit where they gotta change the titles after switching the stupid... Just to create some shock value or whatever, which is stupid with the draft. But at the end of the day, there's no need to be having two women's titles. You should have honestly done a unification with Bianca and Rhea Ripley, which would have been better. And then you have just one women's title. You could have one tag title, and that's it. And that could be on both shows. How does that work with brand split? Well, again, just like the Undisputed title back in 2002 with Undertaker, you could have had like both brands have, you know, they're fighting the champion. You know, like you could make it work, people. If we do, but again, there's no need to be a brand split in my opinion anyways. I even talked about this before. There's no need for a brand split. There was never need a draft. This draft has been fucking stupid, honestly. Okay? So, whatever. I mean, that's just my opinion. But yeah, this was honestly one of the worst unification ideas because it's like, first of all, there's no intriguement for this. They just did it for the sake of doing it, and now, you know, great, we're gonna have this fucking some bullshit. I don't even fucking know or care. I don't. This is not intriguing. Bayley defeats Michigan to qualify for the women's Money in the Bank. Then Karrion Kross and Scarlett comes out. Scarlett sprays red smoke into AJ's face, and then Kross chokes him out. And all that later in the show is like, oh, what is that? And then they're gonna make Kross and Scarlett pay. Again, I'm just thinking to myself, what is the story? Like, why does Kross want to face Styles? You know? Like, oh, but Kross gets to do... Again, then you're making this... Again, I like Karrion Kross. I want to like him. But boy, has he not been doing anything. So much for this Triple H booking. So much for him, like, Triple H fucking running WWE and making sure that Karrion Kross is doing something. So much for that. Because look what Karrion Kross is doing now. He's like basically he's like that type of wrestler where, oh, I'm just gonna hurt people, which is so generic as all hell that I'm not gonna hurt people. I'm gonna attack people for no reason. Like, how is that a story? You know? Like, wow. Like, that is just... And they honestly make him look weak. Like, goddamn, Karrion Kross. Like, they honestly made Karrion Kross now. Now he's no different than Mordecai. Or fucking, what's the fucking... Kevin Thorne. He's basically no different than Kevin Thorne. Kevin Thorne had a chick. Now it's fucking Karrion Kross with a chick. Like, and he's supposed to be dark, mysterious. And I feel so bad because I know that Karrion Kross, he actually wants to be like like he actually likes the business and actually like not. I mean, who doesn't like the business? You're in a wrestling business, you have to like it somehow, right? But what I mean, like, it's like, you know, they kind of get like having a character and stuff like that. But like, fuck, he's not doing anything. There's not having even been a story for him. Like, there wasn't even a story that why he attacked McIntyre. And he was supposed to go after Roman as well, and that didn't happen. Nothing amounted to anything. Like, what is going on? What are they doing with Karrion Kross? And oh wow, he's gonna face AJ Styles. Like, why does that honestly, like, whatever? Okay, everybody faces everybody now. This is just, I guess, some stupid gay dream match for smarts or whatever. You know, didn't they already had a match beforehand? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't. I'm not intrigued. I'm really not. Then then Asuka is presented with the new women's title. Before that, Bianca Belair shows up. She asks for a rematch against Asuka. She's gonna let her have her moment and blah blah blah. She was told to like not do anything, let Asuka have her moment, blah blah blah. I will say this about Bianca, which by my surprise, it's like why on purpose do a lot of these women look masculine, But my God, I will say this, and I know I have said that she looked like a She-Hulk a bunch of times, but I mean to be fair, she has, she's like pretty strong for a woman, but I mean that's not always a problem. Unless you actually try to show your feminine side, like then that's fine. But honestly, she looked way more feminine tonight just by her hair flowing. What does that tell you? Like, if you have women be more like that on wrestling, that would be nice. And honestly, yeah, Bianca Belair, for a black woman, did not look bad tonight. Like, holy shit. And then you have to try to make her look as like, oh, yeah, bitch, sexy black. And thank God she didn't have her stupid weave. Yeah, bitch, I'm sexy black bitch. I got my big weave and shit. I'm gonna go Shakisha your ass. Yeah, guess what? She didn't even have that fucking weave. You didn't see that stupid ponytail shit. She looked like a woman. I mean, I understand that could be her gimmick, but it's like, try to look more feminine. That would be cool. And honestly, like, hey, it's great. Can we have women be more feminine? That would be nice. Yeah, I mean, she was like, being serious, whatever. But hey, it's whatever. Like, I didn't hate that. But yeah, sure. Then Asuka was presented with the new women's title. It's undisputed women's title, which I'm thinking to myself, the titles were never undisputed. They were never united. They were never unified. Yet it's called the undisputed women's title because we have to try to have it look the same as fucking Roman for some dumb reason. I don't fucking know. Because we have to be equal to the men for some dumb reason. What's gonna happen now when we fucking have a brand switch and whatever? You're gonna fucking change it up because a guy be equal to... I don't know. It's all stupid, man. Everything is stupid. What they do with titles, trying to make look equal to the... It's stupid, in my opinion. It's all stupid. There's not a problem like giving women kind of feminine titles. And also, like, this kind of like shows like, wow, when at least you had the Divas title, like, people complain because you look like a butterfly. What, you wanted to look like a man's title because it's so whatever. But at least when you had the Divas title, you had when you had a women's championship, you had a Divas championship. They at least were called different. They had a different name, and they were not like yeah, they were like different names at least. It was not confusing of like the lineages and whatever. What is the fucking women's title for this shit? Like, what is the lineage and blah? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't care. It's just, I think everything's stupid in nowadays with wrestling. All the lineages, all the fucking designs, all the fucking belts they do now, it's all stupid. Now Rhea Ripley's gonna probably get the same title that Rollins have, all smaller and shit. And it's like, come on. It's all gonna be stupid, man. It's all gonna be stupid. I don't know, man. Wrestling is shit. It just is. But then, guess what, people? Charlotte comes out. Charlotte, and again, this is not even the same title. Shouldn't she want to face maybe like Rhea Ripley after fucking losing to her? This is not even the same title. Unless this is the way, unless the idea is that you're going to actually unify the women's titles and, that's why you have the undisputed title name. That would but like, unless that would, then people would complain. People already complain. I don't give a shit. Again, great. Charlotte comes out. She legit looks more manlier than ever and more plasticky than ever. I guess that's her thing. She fucking leaves to get plastic surgery and comes back. Is that her thing? Is that her fucking thing? Like, cause this bitch legit gets every time plastic surgeries and shit like that. Cause she's so like insecure of being a man. That's your fault. I don't know, like, just embrace your masculinity then, because you're a man. You should just fucking not transition from Ric Flair to fucking Charlotte. I know Ric Flair is dead, but you shouldn't have fucking transformed, honestly. That's your dumb fault. Ay. Seriously. Adam Pearce says, it says, get back in line, whatever. And then she said, I don't need to be in line. I don't have to wait in line or whatever. whatever, blah blah blah. Basically making Smarks more angry or people who just hate Charlotte. I mean, I get why people. Honestly, I'm happy. It's funny how like there are Smarks that hate Charlotte, you know, and that, but like whatever. I mean, I don't give a shit about Charlotte. I don't. Charlotte is one of the reasons why women's wrestling is garbage. Again, her trying to be a man with feminist, history making, women's main eventing, blah blah blah. Shut up. Stop being a man. I mean, you are a man. Doesn't mean you have to fucking ruin what women are. Okay. But yeah, fucking I am the line or something, whatever she said, and she sounded so manlier than ever. She sounded so much like a man, like, oh boy. But yeah, whatever, that happened. I don't know, that happened. I'm just tired at this point, because I don't give a fuck about this, whatever. So yeah, that fucking happened. Charlotte fucking, I don't need to wait the line because I am the line or whatever the fuck that means. To be fair, she's like owed a rematch, right? Because she lost her title, but shouldn't she be facing Rhea Ripley and whatever? I don't fucking know. It's all stupid. I don't fucking care. I'm just like, God, great, Charlotte is back, and this is what they think is cool. I don't care. And she's a babyface too. Like, really? She's the baby? I don't fucking know. She challenges Asuka, and then Asuka accepts, and then, she was going to do the Asian Miss on her, then Charlotte blocks it, or whatever. She, makes sure it doesn't happen to her, and then, she attacks Asuka, and then, wow. Great. Then backstage, we see Adam Pearce then with the Bianca Belair. She's, angry, and, Adam Pearce I'll handle it, blah, blah, blah. I swear, Adam Pearce is, the worst fucking GM in the world. He's not only boring, he's not even fucking, he's, the most dumbest and he's, the most cuckiest GM I ever fucking seen in my life. The guy is so weak as a general manager. And this is, character. A general manager should be, strong enough to make strong decisions. Shit that makes sense. And this guy just fucking does, I'll accept to this and I'll accept to that or whatever the fuck. And so this guy also had, some babyface and heel fucking moments. How are you this good compliment GM? I swear to God, I hate Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce sucks. He's so boring. For some reason, he's a babyface 1 minute, then he fucking puts Austin Theory in Money Bank the next. He's heel sometimes, babyface sometimes. That sounds like a brilliant idea to do a match. Yeah, some gay-ass match or whatever. And it's doing matches that we don't want to fucking see, literally. And it's God damn, this is the worst GM I ever fucking seen. I hate Adam Pearce. He's garbage. So fucking boring. And so cartoonish, I swear to God. Then we see Jey Uso's backstage with he's being met by Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman admits that Jey Uso got him earlier and left him hanging like a cliffhanger. He then asks for his passport and his suit measurement, as he will be flying internationally with Roman Reigns and Solo because they have a triple celebration when tonight is all over. Jey says he loves the idea and says to count him in. He then says that if he does not know why Heyman's left, because if he's in the bloodline, that means that Paul Heyman's out of the bloodline. I don't know why he would say that. I mean, but then I don't know. What, does he not like Paul Heyman? I mean, whatever. Obviously, this is kind of so yeah, he's losing the match tonight. It kind of also planted that idea. Butch defeats Baron Corbin to qualify the men's Money in Bank. Baron Corbin just looked like a goofball. And this guy is supposed to be facing Carmelo Hayes for the NXT title. Oh yeah, Carmelo Hayes was on. Oh, he's from NXT and he's on the fucking SmackDown. And this is what you think is gonna draw and treat me for NXT? I don't think so. No one cares about NXT. I'm sorry, it doesn't. That's what. Are you really trying to make it like a third brand? I don't fucking know. Nor do I care. There was an announcement. Oh, anyone who wins Money Bank challenge for any title in any brand. So watch out. Really? You're really doing that now? See, this is what happens when they ruined Money Bank last year with Austin Theory. You can challenge for the United States title and just makes the whole cool luxury of. But by logic, why would you even challenge for a mid-card title? You know why? Because that's their idea. They're literally trying to have this title. They want to They don't want the fucking Money in the Bank to be cashed in on fucking the world titles anymore. What does that tell you? Maybe, like, Money in the Bank should be dead now. Maybe only bring it back at a certain time. Because, like, now, like, wow. What a joke. Io Sky defeats Shit's Blackheart to qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank, blah, blah, blah. Backstage, Butch celebrates winning Money in the Bank. He's coming home to England to win or whatever. Baron Corbin shows up and says that's not fair. He blames his loss to Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, and he gets chunked by Cameron Grimes for some reason. Nor do I care. I don't fucking care. Oh yeah, early on the show, we do see Sami Zayn confronts Jey Uso. He says, "I believe in you, whatever you're built." Again, it's Sami Zayn, you know, with the bloodline stories, like bringing up good moments. You know, he sings like, "Oh, it was great. Like I care for you." Blah blah blah. You know, it was fun in the bloodline, but you know, I believe in you. You know, you are the only true tribal chief that I acknowledge because you're, you know, care or whatever. So he said that. So like they're establishing that Sami, you know, cares for Jey Uso again. Like he believes in Jey. That there's finally seeing the light and blah blah blah. So I mean, I kind of would have loved to see maybe like Sami talk to Jimmy, and also I mean, would like to see even Sami talk to Solo because he was cool with Solo, right? But then Solo is like the one like I don't even like you, or I stand with Roman. Like he's the true soul, like the soul. Contributor to the bloodline, right? So there you go. But yeah, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens come. They talked. They handled the Jey thing, whatever. They're gonna focus on the tag titles. But then all these fucking tag teams show up, and it's the most fucking jobberish tag teams you can ever imagine. And then Adam Pearce's stupid gay idea that everyone's an opportunity. Next week we're gonna do a gauntlet match. And I literally, seriously, gauntlet matches are like the lamest fucking matches you could ever imagine. It's the lamest fucking tag team gauntlets. Who the fuck likes that shit? It's the most boring, most shittiest way of doing tag matches, honestly. It's fucking boring. I hate tag team gauntlets for a passion. I'm sure a lot of people do. It's lame. It's not even entertaining. It was not even entertaining back in, like, when they did this during the Ruthless Aggression era, in my opinion. It really wasn't. It also kind of is, like, unfair, like, you know, to, like, when you start first and, like, well, I mean, it's just boring. I'm sorry. How is this exciting? I'm not excited for a gauntlet. It just makes it great. We're going to have a bunch of boring tag teams. They're going to fucking wrestle 1 minute. And this is going to... I bet you this is going to be 1 hour, probably. This is going to probably be like a 30-minute tops. Like, great. You're going to waste time, 30 minutes, to do this long, boring tag team gauntlet bullshit. Yeah, that's apparently a way to do... Like, I hate gauntlet matches. And what I hate more than gauntlet matches is tag team gauntlet matches. Like, come on. And the winner will get a tag title opportunity. Wow, and that's the SmackDown next week. The Grayson Waller with special guest Charlotte Flair. Styles and Meechin versus Karrion Kross Scarlett in a mixed tag match. And the Street Profits versus LWF versus Pretty Deadly versus the Good Brother versus the Rollins Roots in a tag team gauntlet. In the main event, Austin Theory defeated Jey Uso. I mean, it would have been cool. I mean, obviously, it would be kind of a cool dynamic what they would do. Like, what would happen if Jimmy wins? I mean, or Jay wins. You know, what would be the answer? It would be kind of cool, and it would probably honestly bring a little prestige. Oh yeah, they did a segment like I think before this match, and Austin Theory was interviewed like, you know, I don't like that. I'm finding out last minute that I'm defending the title, blah blah blah. But you know, I'm gonna defeat no matter what. Like I beat John Cena. Like, look how that turned out. Like, what a waste of a Cena loss. What a waste. And that match was not even good at all. It kind of proved why people hated Cena, like, for reasons, like, over the years. But not just that, it's just like, what a waste of a Cena loss that makes him look fucking weak as all hell. Especially lose to a jobber like Austin Theory, who literally lost to other jobbers in the past, and yet he beats John Cena. And especially he beats Cena, like, so sudden. that like the Super Cena and John Cena is like dead. You know, so much for being Super Cena. You know, I guess he's just deader than dead than Jacob in Fast and Furious 10. Oh yeah, so I will try to do some movie reviews. I did see Fast and Furious 10. I think actually I saw it today. I saw Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which in my opinion I think is kind of overrated. I don't know why people say that movie is like better than Into the Spider-Verse or it's like the greatest Spider-Man movie. I think is so overrated. I was surprised that it's getting a sequel. Because I saw it on the Saturday. I saw it after the Saturday after it came out. I'm not saying it's a bad film, but I honestly think it's very overrated. That, like, why are people acting like this is such a great movie? Like, it's good, don't get me wrong. It's just very overrated. I think it's just because, again, you know, get it, Black Spider-Man, black woke shit, you know. I mean, it's not woke, but, again, we gotta pretend to like something because it's black and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm not saying... Into the Spider-Verse was way better than Across the Spider-Verse. You know? I saw that. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which was really good in my opinion. It was like very, very exciting. And I saw Fast 10 today. Not bad. And Jacob apparently died, which is John Cena's character. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the movie yet. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. Nobody dies in Fast and Furious apparently. Freaking Giselle, that's her character name, Gal Gadot. By the way, Gal Gadot. My lord, she's invited to my big black couch. She'll make her go, oh shit. What a fucking beautiful. Oh lord. Gal Gadot or Gadot, whatever the hell her name is, whatever her fucking name is, she's fucking hot as fuck. Like lord, she's beautiful as all hell. And she's alive. Han is not dead. She's alive. She's not dead. Han's on dating apps, and for some reason, a Chang is doing well on Tinder. Oh Lord. I don't. Oh, whatever. Lord. Lovely. Oh man, I will tell you this. That shit was more exciting to watch than SmackDown tonight. My lord. But yeah, Austin Theory, he gets interviewed, and and he also said like, I'm glad because if anyone wants to call him, guy, call me up. What, does he want to fucking get fucked up the ass? Like, what the hell? Well, you got weird. I mean, this guy would take anything up the ass because Austin Theory loves it. I mean, he sticks his ass. Now he wants fucking some old Jew to probably hit him up. Like, what the fuck? Austin Theory defeats Jey Uso. The match wasn't bad because, shenanigans, and this was like, match was like not too long. It was the match to look forward to because, the story with Jay and whatever. Not that I cared like the first 5 minutes of it. I cared like definitely when the match was ending. Pretty Deadly got involved, but then Jimmy got involved to help him. But then Solo attacked his own brother Jimmy again. But like, then Jay saves Jimmy from Solo. But then after that, Jimmy super kicks Jay by accident, and Jay loses after a super kick, which basically he was like knocked out for 30 seconds, and Austin Theory gets the pin. Like, he gets the pin off that. Like, Jay, he got super kicked before, and he gets a pin out of that. Like, shouldn't maybe, like, I mean, why not have, like, Jay kick out of 2? And then maybe Austin Theory could, like, find, like, eventually right after that do his finisher, and then that's how he wins? Because I just think that's kind of weak for Jay, especially when he established Jey Uso. Like, he kicked out, I think, like a bunch of moves before. He kicked out, I think, with like Roman Spear before. I'm not sure exactly. Like Jey Uso established that was his main event. Jay, he could go face along with Roman. He could fight like Roman in a 20+ minute match, and he could survive all this type of shit sometimes. And then he fucking loses to like a weak super kick from his own brother. Whatever. I mean, I would have done the finish a little bit differently. Like, he could have kicked out at 2 and then in some extra way that maybe, like, I don't know, maybe Paul Heyman could have gotten involved with, like, you shouldn't have messed with me type of deal. Or, I don't know, Austin Theory could just do his finisher right out of that because, like, Jay's, like, so weakened in a way. I don't fucking know. Even though, like, my theory and my idea, like, I would not have Austin Theory ever win. Austin Theory would fucking just get out of the fucking universe. The guy would be garbage. Like, he's jobber for life, because you ain't cutting it. That Cena loss was a waste. You're not cutting it. You can't cut a... I'm sorry. You can't cut... You're just generic heel guy, okay? Oh, you know, the fans... Like, you're not terrible, but, like, whatever, bro. Like, you still kind of, like, boring and on mic. You're just cookie cutter heel. Like, whoop-de-doo. You're generic. You're boring. And John Cena literally buried him in the mic. It just proved that he is nothing. But yeah, fucking after the match, you know, Jimmy, the tension between the Usos, because Jimmy, you know, he's trying to say he's sorry to it, like it was not, you know, it's by accident. He super kicked him. Jay's angry. Paul Heyman call Roman Reigns. So, you know, he has his phone that he always says call Roman Reigns with like his speakerphone, whatever. Plans, I guess, falling out of line, right? Because you know, Jay's gonna make his decision now next week. Again, wasn't tonight supposed to be the decision making for Jay? And yet, it's like a waste of time. Like, what a cock tease. You're just basically falsely advertising people. Overall, and like, I thought Roman was gonna be on the show. Like, what the fuck? Whatever. I mean, I don't care. The show was pretty boring for the most part. Sure, the bloodline thing is but it's like, whatever. It honestly lacked. Compared to last week, it really did fell hard a little bit, especially with Roman not being there. It's like, whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, the show was on it, but in general, the show was really boring. Really fucking boring. Fucking terrible. My God. Great, we got fucking plastically fucking man face Charlotte back. We got fucking, I don't know. We have boring fucking wrestlers, no story and characters and shit, and boring Money Bank qualifiers too. It's a boring show, man. It's a boring show. Okay, not much story tonight aside from the bloodline. But that's the thing, it's only the bloodline. I also want to say, people, just keep real, get your games claws magnificently. Bye, Mr. Bitches, go, oh shit, that's all I'm to say. Until next time, peace, yeah, bye. Boring fucking show.